Hello guys, imagine this. You are at your annual checkup, feeling great, no symptoms, no worries. The doctor looks at your blood test, raises an eyebrow, and says, "We need to talk about your cholesterol." Now, at this point, very point, your heart rate spikes. Not from high cholesterol, but from sheer panic. You start questioning every burger, every late night pizza run, every just one more slice of cake. But here's the thing, high cholesterol doesn't come with symptoms. Unfortunately, it is a silent killer. And if you don't understand what those numbers mean, you are flying blind with your heart health. Hello guys, I'm Dr. Noni from Dr. Noni's Power Lab. I'm a board certified internal medicine physician specialized in cardiovascular disorder and obesity management. As you know, this channel is all about pushing limits, optimizing health, and achieving peak performance. So if you want to stay sharp, build unstoppable momentum, and avoid a heart attack before 50, hit that like button and let's get into it. First of all, let's talk shortly about the numbers that could save your life. Your cholesterol levels could be silently increasing your risk for a heart attack or a stroke without any warning signs. Do you really know your LDL, HDL, and triglyceride mean? Let's break it down without the medical jargon overload. As you see, here's a sample of a lipid panel test result. Let's focus on 4 key players. Number 1, LDL, low density lipoprotein, aka bad cholesterol. Number 2, HDL, high density lipoprotein, aka good cholesterol. Number 3, triglyceride, circulating blood fats. Number 4, total cholesterol, combination of all lipids. Think of it like this. LDL is like that reckless friend who leaves a mess everywhere, while HDL is the responsible one cleaning up after them, and finally triglycerides are the fuel adding to the chaos. Let's talk about the science behind the numbers. First, LDL, the atherogenic lipoprotein, aka bad cholesterol. Not inherently bad, but small dense LDL particles get stuck in artery walls. Over time, they can cause inflammation and plaque buildup. If your LDL is above 160 mg per deciliter, your arteries might be screaming for help. Number 2, HDL, the reverse transporter, aka good cholesterol. HDL is the cleanup crew. It removes excess cholesterol and takes it back to the liver. More HDL above 50 mg per deciliter means lower heart disease risk, but remember, quality over quantity, just like friends. You don't need 500 Facebook friends, you need the real ones who actually show up. Number 3, the triglyceride, the metabolic marker. High triglyceride, more than 200 mg per deciliter, scream for insulin resistance incoming. If your triglyceride over HDL ratio is more than 3.5, your risk of heart disease is going up fast. Lastly, total cholesterol, a misleading number. This one big cholesterol number, basically useless unless you break it down. There's 2 particles, ApoB and LDLP, are the better predictors. Think of them as your car's check engine light instead of just looking at the gas gauge. Why high LDL and triglyceride are dangerous? Because they form plaques. Let's explain how plaques form. Invited guest. It gets oxidized. This is a very bad news, like a spoiled milk. Macrophages, which is an immune cell, eat them up, turn into foam cells and start clogging your arteries. Finally, the plaque forms, narrowing the blood flow and causing rupture, and that leads to heart attack. If you're thinking, I'm feeling fine, so I must be fine, that's like my smoke detector hasn't gone off, so my house is not on fire, while you're ignoring the smell of the smoke. Now, what are the evidence-based ways to improve your lipid profile? Number one, diet. Optimize your diet. More soluble fibers, oats and legumes to soak up excess cholesterol. Number two, less saturated fat and processed carbs, and that means cutting back on fast food. Number three, omega-3 from fatty fish, which helps lowering triglycerides and promote better heart health. Have you heard about the Mediterranean diet? No, not the one that's in your mind, not the Italian diet. It's basically more fruits and vegetables. Clinical trials show it reduces heart attacks and strokes. Number two is exercise. Like your heart depends on it. Cardio at least 150 minutes per week, proven to lower your LDL and increase your HDL. Strength training improves insulin sensitivity and lowers triglycerides. Number three, manage insulin resistance and metabolic health by lowering your triglyceride and increasing your HDL. This could be fixed with intermittent fasting, weight loss, and cutting refined carbs. Number four, consider medication if the above strategies failed. Number one, statin, first line treatment for high LDL like Lipitor or Crestor. PCSK9 inhibitor like Repatha for those with stubbornly high LDL. Number three, fibrate and omega-3 supplements for high triglyceride. What about the advanced testing if your standard lipid panel doesn't give the full picture? You can ask your doctor about ApoB testing, measuring the dangerous LDL particles more accurately, and LP small a levels. If elevated, your heart risk is higher. Lastly, coronary artery calcium scan shows if plaque is already present. Here's my final thoughts. LDL, HDL, and triglycerides each play different roles. Don't just focus on total cholesterol. Number two, lifestyle changes. That's the first line of defense, including diet, exercise, and metabolic health. Number three, statin and advanced testing may be necessary for high-risk individuals. If you find this helpful, hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment below. My question to you is, what did you get out of this lecture, and what's your biggest cholesterol question? Let's optimize your heart health together. And now for a parting joke. Why did the artery break up with the plaque? Because it was getting too clingy. Thank you so much for listening. I wish you all the best. Until next time, see you. Thank you. Bye-bye.